Southern Hemisphere International Rugby is back, and with it comes the Rugby Championship and the Bledisloe Cup. And what a cracker we have to kick off this international season. It is the Wallabies at home facing the All Blacks in Bledisloe Cup match number 1. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Rugby Championship Bledisloe Cup double-header opener for your Southern Hemisphere season. And the Wallabies are hosting this opening match at ANZ Stadium. It is set to be a big one. A lot of talk surrounding this team and this matchup in the lead up to this game, but there's one thing that is for sure, and it is that the Wallabies have had plenty of time to build up to this match as a squad. As you all well know, kicked out of Super Rugby nice and early at the first time of asking in the quarterfinals. They've had all that time and more to prepare for the start of this competition. They've named an interesting looking side, and most of it is pretty self-explanatory, but it's really in the back row on the back line. Ned Hannigan gets a start on the blind side. He partners Hooper at 7 and McMahon at number 8. But it's in the backs that we see for the first time on his Australian debut, Curtis Rona to start on the left wing. The return of Curly Beale also slots in at inside centre. He'll partner Krevy in the midfield, with Henry Spate getting the nod on the other wing, and Israel Folau, of course, at fullback for the Wallabies. Not to be outdone by this, the All Blacks have themselves named a couple of odd calls in their side. It is pretty much the same sort of thing. At the back row on the blind side, they've gone with Liam Squire to start at number 6. And in the back line, they've also, as we all know, completely got rid of Julian Salvia. It is Ioane that starts on the left wing, but most notably of all, it is Damien McKenzie that will start in the number 15 jumper. There's no Geordie Barrett. Ben Smith's moved into the right wing to give them that cover of the back three. Sonny Bill Williams returns and he starts alongside Ryan Crotty, Smith and Barrett in the halves, looking to set things alight for the All Blacks. Of course, the All Blacks are current holders of the Bledisloe Cup, and the Wallabies will need a win here if they're going to give themselves any chance of getting this cup back. As underway we go, Brennan Foley kicks off, and straight away the Wallabies pull the ball in. Good start from them to get some early possession. Just outside the 22, early days, what a chance this could be for them. Really? Stephen Moore takes a hit up. It sits there, and it waits for Rory Arnold. Really? Who has another crack. The All Blacks hold them sideways. It's Guinea. Guinea has lost the ball, and it's gone forward to Stephen Moore. Forward pass is a call from the referee, who's had a lot to say in these early goings. Wow, that was easily debatable as he looks at the pass to Adam Coleman. Didn't look very forward from where I was sitting, but the referee has other thoughts. First scrum of the match packs down, and Aaron Smith does feed it. A lot of pressure on him to form. A lot of nonsense going on around this man recently. Oh, he's knocked it on. Pressure comes on, and Aaron Smith spills the marbles. Big mistake for the first attack for the All Blacks. Nothing really on. Just looking to draw defenders, but Will Guinea it's put in a nice cracking tackle to dislodge the ball from the grasp, but the All Black pack has responded beautifully. Oh, the Wallabies hit back though. It is topsy-turvy stuff here in the battle of the forward pack. Guinea does get it away to Foley. He goes. They quickly go out wide. Krevy goes out to Henry Spates. A lot of work to do there, but Ioane deposits him over the sideline with a hard-hitting shot. First set piece for the All Blacks inside their own 22. Retallick's missed it completely, and oh, the Wallabies have grabbed it. Really? They've stolen one here, and the All Blacks are firmly on the back foot. Well, Coleman gets man and ball at the same time. The All Blacks look to pile on and over, and they do so. Aaron Smith goes back to Damien McKenzie, who plants this one off the boot and straight down the throat as opposite number, which is Folau, with his advantage to the Wallabies. Offside is the chasing call. So this could be a good chance to knock some points on the head here for the Wallabies. It's Folau, gets good ball away to Coleman.
Release.
Still there for Australia. Guinea gets dragged down by Franks. And we go back for the penalty. Offside against New Zealand. And you would not say they'll go for touch. No, they won't. Every time I say take the 3, they normally go for touch. This time, cooler heads have prevailed. Here is Bernard Foley. He's normally a sharpshooter, and he makes no mistake. Easily slots the opening points over. It's 3-0. The Wallabies get first points. Back to halfway will come Beauden Barrett and the All Blacks. Not the start at all they were looking for. Not even 20 minutes gone. They're down by 3, but they'll want to get back in the game. High by Barrett. Crotty waits for it. It's been all Wallabies early on.
Release.
And Ryan Crotty has made the tackle. CO looks left side, and it is Israel Folau.
Release.
Kieran Reid is off the paddock. He needs to get back in the action. Here is Stephen Moore again. Great ball, he floats the pass away. And it's Sean McMahon who does exceptionally well. Finally back to CO it is. Ben Smith's worked it on defence.
Release.
But he shuts down once again the attack coming through Rona. Coleman, dummies, and he is hit hard as well. So all Wallabies at the moment are early goings here. CO. No one can hold of the ball in the black shirt here. Mistakes and then long periods of possession for the Wallabies. Away goes Beale. Turnover ball. Ryan Crotty does finally steal it for the All Blacks. Here's Rutalik. Reeves. Away to Sonnyville Williams. Goes on into Ben Smith. Down the wing he goes. Ben Smith grabs it into touch. First real chance we've seen for the All Blacks. And now there's a line out. 3 men is the call for Stephen Moore. Taken, stolen from Rutalik, and here comes Beauden Barrett. A big ball, it's high, it's wide, it's a big one, it's a whopper, and it's taken from Sean McMahon at the back. Great kick, well weighted, but it is easily dealt with at the back from the Wallabies. McKenzie's there, and he goes quickly to no one in particular. Whitelock picks it up, and again he does the same. Reed, here's Williams. Sonny Bill, away to Ben Smith once more. He's still got Beauden Barrett with him, uses Barrett as well. Here's the speed of Beauden Barrett down the sideline. That's first try. All Blacks in the lead. As quick as you like. Counter-attack ball. Damien McKenzie through the hands it goes. And on the end of it is a Beauden Barrett. Sonny Bill Williams, Ben Smith, Beauden Barrett, the big boys all come into play in this crucial match here against the Wallabies. So much talk about how the Lions series has affected the All Blacks. They'll be wanting to put those quickly to bed. Beauden Barrett scores. The opener is in. In the lead for the first time in the match is the All Blacks. So a lot of talk about this as well. Goal kicking. Beauden Barrett has the ball for the first shot of the night. Damien McKenzie's here as well, a competent goal kicker in his own right, but Beauden Barrett nails the extras. It is 7-3. All Blacks over the Wallabies. Late on in the first half. What a time to score as well. Brendan Foley back to halfway he goes. 37 minutes on the clock, and up goes a high one. Liam Squire grabs it. Ben Smith flees it for dust. Here we go again. Another big chance here for the All Blacks. It's 2-on-1. Crotty has to wait. Oh, high tackle. That is terrible. And Michael Hooper's getting the call over. Beale is there as well. It is a yellow card. Captain is gone for Australia. Hooper says goodbye. And Beauden Barrett, well, he's tapped it. He's having a go here. Sam Kane. Out the back it goes. Cody Taylor. Rutalik. Trying to hang on. What a time this could be to score for the All Blacks. Terrible ball. Sonny Bill jumps on it. Barrett's there at scrum half. Oh, they're very compressed here, Australia. Kieran Reid slides through. Once again, he's got Crotty, and Crotty will have the legs go the way. Chase from Foley will not be enough. The All Blacks strike twice in the dying moments of the first half, and they'll take a good lead into half-time. Well, they carved up a couple of times, committed to defence, and then once they were behind, it was all over. Ryan Crotty with a finish of champions. But it was all created through the guts here of Kieran Reid. Watch him pop it out there. That time Crotty didn't have to wait for the ball. And that little start he got was all he needed to go all the way. That is a big try. It is hard to go to half-time conceding 2 late tries. That is what the Wallabies have to do now. And it could be even worse here if Beauden Barrett has his boots on, which he does. 14-3, a lead of 11. As we head to half-time, the All Blacks in control over the Wallabies. And Bledisloe won here at ANZ Stadium. So the two teams head to the sheds at half-time. The All Blacks with a good margin now thanks to that last late-minute try, putting them up 14 points to 3 over the Wallabies. But we can see by the stats that the story is well and truly being told out there on the field. Possession sits dead even at 50-50. But it is territory that the All Blacks are taking the advantage on. The yellow card to the Wallabies has been a bit damaging to them as well, but they're still in this matchup. A scoring play first up after the halftime break will put them well and truly back into this game. The high tackles, of course, but it is line breaks leave the All Blacks lead with dominance 4-1, converting 2 of those into tries. The first try of the second half is going to be crucially important. Will the Wallabies find that missing piece, or will the All Blacks continue to show dominance? So back underway we go. It's the All Blacks who will be getting the second half underway. 40 minutes gone, 40 to go. 14-3 is the score here. Big matchup, opening game of the Rugby Championship, Bledisloe Cup on the line as well. The Wallabies need to win this if they've got any hope of staying alive in both of those competitions. Early days so important in these big competitions like this. It's the Wallabies in the ball first up, and Alatoa has a brief little run down the blind side. All Blacks trying to get over the ball, but CO finds room on the left side for Foley. Foley distributes out from Moore in the midfield. It is Samu Karevi who loses the ball. Ryan Crotty has it, but he gives it straight back to Alatoa, who is in the game twice already in quick succession. Genia slides the ball in, but Barrett intercepts, and now the All Blacks run away. Sam Whitelock getting a good pass, and now away to the back for Ryan Crotty. He goes to his right. That's a wobbly old ball, and Karevi says thanks again to the All Blacks and picks up some more loose possession. Foley exhausted. That has gone forward as well. It's a call from the referee as Squire continues a strong match here as he charges upfield. Reid, another big pass, but another poor one as well from the All Black captain. Aaron Smith needs to get his butt back there to halfback, and now he goes wide. Sonny Bill Williams just about slides through. He would have been gone, but the referee has unthinkably called this back for a scrum for the knock-on by Bernard Foley almost an hour ago, it seems. The game had progressed quite the distance, but we still go back. Scrum feed, Aaron Smith, this time he's there. And his passing will be important here for the All Blacks. Smith, oh, he's gone for a little run himself to the right. He goes, Ben Smith gets the ball on a good run. He's got to use him as well. He goes through the grubber, and Ben Smith beats them all to the line. Ben Smith scores, and the All Blacks get that all-important first score after half-time that we talked about. The Wallabies needed it. The All Blacks have delivered it. Aaron Smith to Ben Smith hits it at speed. And once he's through, a little grubber pass it defensively in the depth. Israel Folau, and he puts it away with an exquisite finish as well. This ball banged flat, and Ben Smith hit it at a rate of knots. Folau did not commit to the kicker, And a little bit of patience was all Ben Smith needed to put that one away. The lead grows, and now Beauden Barrett could put more misery on the Wallabies. 19-3. Beauden Barrett, he's copped a lot of criticism for his goal kicking. And he lines up his first of the second half, and it couldn't be straighter. That looked perfectly in the middle as a scoreline ramps up to 21-3. It's the All Blacks doing it quite simply, easily at the moment now as they start to hit their straps. 3 converted tries, plays just the 1 3-pointer from the Wallabies as well. Barrett, great pass around to Kane. Sonny Bill Williams finds himself space, gives away Ben Smith once more. He is the Danes man. He's got Ryan Crotty, but Crotty has put a foot in touch. The assistant referee has the flag up, and Crotty is pulled back when he could be celebrating another great All Black try. We almost strike the hour mark as Stephen Moore puts a wobbly one in. And we will be resetting either a scrum or a line out for the All Blacks. Choice is given, but Stephen Moore, I mean, former captain, should not be getting pulled back from a player like Scott Seo. Now it is Cody Taylor. He hits the man at the back, and it's Sam Kane. Williams in midfield, running free as well. Here is Ioane, great ball to Barrett. Barrett goes one more. Ryan Quitting now on the right-hand side, finding himself with more room for Whitelock. It's numbers game. It's a numbers game for Liam Squire, and he's over for the All Blacks. That was an exquisitely well-worked move. Exceptionally well worked out. You can throw all the accolades at it, but this final little piece here, Crotty back inside to Whitelock. The support play was second to none. That is what the All Blacks do to score tries. Support the ball carrier, keep the ball alive, don't let it die, and they have big men who can finish moves as well. Liam Squire caps off a great night so far in an All Black jumper. Such an extra dynamic that man adds as well. As Beauden Barrett comes back now. Pressure, you've got to say, fully lifted now from Beauden Barrett. He knows this game should be well and truly in the bag as he launches another kick. A goal that slides down the right-hand upright. Unsuccessful this time from Barrett after we talk him up so much over the last 15 minutes. He lets us all down. One man who is really letting down his team's colours at the moment is, of course, Brendan Foley, who's having a terrible match. Here's another chance for the All Blacks. It's Ben Smith against Paul from Crotty. Well, Ben Smith, he could go all the way here. He's just got to go away for the one man, and it's Curly Bill who is being lackluster at the back. Curly Bill gets found out. And why would you ever put him in the 15 jumper? Defensively, doesn't matter what shirt's on his back. He was defending there at 15, and he was left like a little lost sheep at the back by his teammates and by Ben Smith as well. They say tactically you've got to outplay your opponents, and that right there is what the All Blacks have done. Why oh why was Curly Beale back there? We know Israel Folau was not the monster of defence, but Curly Beale was absolutely outclassed there. Ben Smith just too good and left him for dust. Here is Beauden Barrett again already. Just seems like seconds ago he was having a kick from the other side. This one from the right. It's good again, and over it goes. Barrett adds the extras. It's 33-3. It is all the threes. Mark that one off your bingo card. We've got 10 minutes to go. It is the All Blacks dominating here, 33-3. And this one is all done and dusted here. And 9 minutes to go on the clock. Enjoy this one, All Blacks fans. The Wallabies once more continue to show the frailties in their international game at the moment. Aaron Smith Finds Joe Mooney, who has a little bit of a run. He's got Brody Retallick on the shoulder. A wobbly on pass finds Ioane. Ioane running free, goes a little chip over the top. But it beats them all over the whitewash on the sideline. And we will reset once more for another line out here. Can Stephen Moore actually hit his mark this time? With 5 and a bit minutes to go. He last time threw it not straight. This time it's somewhat straight, but it's missed the man at the front. And Rory Arnold could do nothing about that. A terrible throw once more from Stephen Moore. Short passes. The order of the day for the Wallabies is into contact they go. And Guinea takes a tackle and he's out in the back line now. And they fire it through the numbers as well. And they get it out there nicely to Curtis Rona. And he's gone into touch. He has gone into touch. A good defensive drag, you could almost call it there, from the All Blacks. And Rona on debut here, unable to find success so far. Aaron Smith just plops this one straight over the set piece, and Israel Folau. He's going to run it back, a wide ball. Full-timers rung as well. The Wallabies trying to get away back in this game. They do a nice outside on the right wing, and Spate beats them all. He steps around McKenzie, who was left signing autographs in the crowd. And in goes Henry Spate. A bit of rejoicing to do for the Wallabies. They score a try late on. Well, it's almost in slow motion here as it just burst away of speed. Gets Spate away from Ioane, and then the dummy, completely flat-footed McKenzie, who spent most of that time over the sideline. Do we see him here? There was the dummy, and there is McKenzie trying to rectify himself back in the field of play. Henry Spate scores, and the Wallabies, they may well celebrate. They will possibly have double figures. 8 is the score at the moment for them. Bernard Foley, ball in hand, he's been average here tonight, but off the tee, he's generally pretty good. And yeah, you can count that one as well. 33-10 is how this one will end. The All Blacks, though, doing it easy against the Wallabies. 33 points to 10. It is a demolition at ANZ Stadium. The All Blacks came and they did what everyone expect they would do as well. Tries galore and defensive brutality has put the Wallabies back in place. After all the talk, all the build-up and practice, the All Blacks, they know how to do the job. And 5 tries to 1 going to Squire, Barrett, Crotty, and 2 for Ben Smith on the right wing, teeing up the 33 points alongside Bowden Barrett's 4 out of 5 conversions as well. Henry Spate got the only try for the Wallabies. That was very late on, as you saw. Foley converted that one as well, but it was the only penalty goal that actually opened up the scoring for the Wallabies way back early in the first half for their points. 10 in this match. Not enough. You need to score a lot more tries than that to beat the All Blacks 33-10. They did it easily on the road over the ditch in Australia. And the stats at halftime had told us this game could be a close one, but as it turned out, New Zealand were far too good. Possession interchangeable, was dead even at the break, but 60-40 at full time, giving the visiting side too much ball to be contained. Territory continued on its merry way, 68-32. The All Blacks dominant in all the important areas. Of course, a high tackle resulted in the yellow card. That was a big downer for the Wallabies in the first, but overall, the All Blacks just ground down their opponent. Too much ball, too much territory, and not good enough defence from the Wallabies sums up this match in a nutshell. And amazingly, the way the game goes, generally, the team with more possession does more kicking as well. The All Blacks 13 kicks to 9. It never makes sense, but it's always how the stats go. That is it for today in the opening Rugby Championship and Bledisloe Cup matchup for 2017. The All Blacks, as expected, getting off to a flyer of a start, 33-10 over Australia. Next up we have, of course, the Springboks up against Argentina. Another match that could possibly go either way, but who knows what we're going to see. We will find that out very, very soon in our next matchup of the weekend. But for today, it is the Wallabies who have gone down in the opening match of the tournament. The All Blacks carry on their merry winning ways against the Wallabies, and we will have plenty more rugby coming your way from the Rugby Championship and the Bledisloe Cup in the next few weeks. So thanks for tuning in and sticking around. I'll see you all again very, very soon. But until then, thanks for watching and take care.